Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Baraka the Collector here, coming back to you with another video. Today, it's something that I've never really done before. I mean, I used to do these back in the day, but this is going to be a 2023 Star Wars Black Series catch-up video. There's been a lot of figures this year, gotten a lot of stuff this year. You guys know that even though Marvel Legends is kind of like the main focus of the channel, because, I mean, to be fair, that is like what brings in most of the views, you know, and that is, I do Marvel Legends reviews every single, or at least now I'm getting confident calling them reviews. I talk about almost every single movie Marvel Legend figure that comes out in the year, so I guess that's like the brand of me now. But I freaking love Star Wars. Star Wars is my number one love. My Star Wars collection is almost twice as big. And 2023 has been a fantastic year for the Black Series line. I'm gonna say it. Like, you know, I've had a lot of talks with different people about this. I personally really think that you guys know how much I praise 2020. I actually did my top 10 favorite Star Wars Black Series figures of all time, and a majority of those that I did this year were from 2020. To be fair, I did discount any 2023 figures because I knew that this year was going to be crazy. Like, as soon as I saw, as soon as Star Wars Celebration came around, I'm sitting here like, wait, these guys are on to something. It's been the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, 20th Clone Wars anniversary. We've had plenty of other different stuff come out since then. And honestly, I'm just looking forward to going through it with y'all. So what this video is going to be is it's going to be every figure I've picked up ever since the Jesse, Doc Ondar, and Imperial Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi figure video. I did reviews on some of these things. I actually had a lot of reviews that I did this year, but I completely scrapped them just because, like, you know, they went on too long, or there was other stuff in the schedule. I couldn't get around to editing it, uploading it. I have had a lot of reviews I've had to scrap this year, which is unfortunate, but I do still want to talk about these figures with y'all. So it's going to be all the Star Wars Black Series official releases I picked up since then. Now, this is going to discount figures that I got before that, so any figures I don't have videos of before that are going to get discounted, like Mara Jade. But just know that if I got them, I probably really like them. I've been more selective nowadays on my pickups with Star Wars, but man, they've been getting so much better with the stuff that they've been releasing. So I'm going to go into it real quickly. These are not going to be reviews on all these figures because we have like 50 plus figures to talk about. But I will, you know, give you some quick thoughts on them, stuff like that, how I got them. And yeah, let's start with the immediate figure I got right after that video. So right after that video, I picked up Bastila Shan. She was the first figure I got after making the Jesse and all them video. I really love this one, man. I never played KOTOR, as you guys well know. I never played KOTOR, but I have been educating myself on the goings on of the era. Of course, if you're as deep into Star Wars as me, you already know pretty much about Revan and all that, but you know, Bastila is one lady. She's very interesting character. Don't have time to go into the whole backstory now, but I really do like the figure. Got a nice yellow lightsaber, double-bladed. Love this pose I got her into. She looks really nice, man. Looks really freaking good. And the head sculpt on that one is just crazy. Mind you, a lot of these figures that you're going to be seeing coming up later are not going to be shelved because I have a lot of stuff that's actually still in the box that I need to unbox. But, all right, next up after that was Chewbacca. These Bastila Shan, Chewbacca, and the next figure I'm going to show you were actually going to be one video that I scrapped. But this is the Return of the Jedi Chewbacca. I really think we need a new Chewbacca body mold. I'm not even going to lie. I'm getting kind of sick of this old one. I mean, I got plenty of that Chewbacca around here, and I just got to say that, yeah, I'm getting kind of tired of this body. So I hope we get a new Chewbacca eventually. I'm trying to get new sculpts for all the New Hope characters. But this is I love this head sculpt on the Chewbacca, and it's very scene specific to the Bouche Leia, but at least we got that updated Bouche Leia, so that's very nice to see. And then we got Luke Skywalker from this is the Book of Boba Fett, Luke and Grogu set. I do like this set. The only thing I gotta say is that this Luke head sculpt is garbage. Do you guys see that? And that's the thing with, I mean, I know that Mark Hamill heads have been difficult for Hasbro to nail for a while, but they've done some really good ones, and it's just like, sometimes they just take steps back. Like, you know, you guys know what I'm trying to say? Like, sometimes they just fumble. And this is one of those instances, occurrences, whatever. Yeah, no, it doesn't look great, but Grogu's a little nice, and, you know, comes with the little stand and everything like that. Yeah, this is all right. This set is all right. I like this. To be fair, I'm a sucker for Luke in black, so anytime we can get Luke in black, I'm for that. But I gotta say, out of the 3 Jedi Knight appearances for Luke we got this year, figures, this one, nah, this isn't the weakest. It's a nice sculpt. I don't know. It's not that high up there, though. It's not the best. But it's a nice serviceable Jedi Luke, especially if you're trying to build out a Book of Boba Fett section. So yeah. The Rebel Commando is sick. I kind of have mine in a bit of a dramatic pose, so you have trouble seeing his face, but also this part of the shelf is high up, so when looking at it from down, you can see the face easier. But I love this figure, man. It's so, like, the detailing, the sculpting, and everything like that. I know I'm going to say that a lot throughout this video, but it's really nice. The only thing I could say is that maybe if somebody could hit it with a bit of a black wash or something like that, maybe bring out some more of the detail in the sculpt there, because it doesn't really look like he's been traversing through a desert. And the other thing is that when you bend the knees there, the painting and the nice deco on the legs does not extend under the knees there. So, you know, whenever you fold them like that, it kind of looks a little, I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's a really nice figure, but, you know, it's just like there are some things that could be done, such as lowering the price. Man, I don't get why this is $34. These beautiful ass Hoth Rebel soldiers were only about a few dollars when they came out, or sorry, not a few dollars. They was only about like $20. I know that things have changed back then, prices have increased, but there's absolutely no reason for this to be deluxe. No reason for this to be deluxe. I only got one for now. Looking forward to getting another when the price goes down, so I can put the quote-unquote Rex head, the Nick Santos, is that what his name is? So I can put that head up on there. But yeah, I'm liking this one. I really do love this Hoth Rebel soldier. That one might actually be in the top 10. I got a bunch of AliExpress stuff after that, but I'm not including AliExpress stuff on this list. This is Papalu. So happy to finally have a Papalu. I had bought his bike separate like months and months and months before from the Heroes of Endor set. I never got my hands on the Heroes of Endor set, and it makes me so sad, but I'm happy that I finally have the Papalu. I've just noticed that he's falling off the bike a little bit. But I'm so happy to finally have the Papalu, man. It's really freaking cool. It's really cool. Look at that on the speeder bike. I love that right there. That's epic. And then after that, I got my boy Miggs Mayfeld over there. That's the season 1 appearance. That's actually the appearance I would have preferred for Miggs. I've been chilling out on the Mando stuff because they just go hard on Mando stuff. And space is running out on my Star Wars shelf. I figure that, like, look, I'm trying to prioritize, like, Star Wars figures that I actually want. Because, you know, when I got a Black Series collection, when I started this collection, new characters are always exciting to see, but also Star Wars was already such an expansive universe to begin with that I was just trying to get, I was also trying to get a nice balance of, like, you know, how do I say, legacy characters, which, to be fair, we have gotten a lot of recently, which we will get into, but yeah, no, Miggs is just, he's a nice one. I really like the figure, and I enjoy Mando Season 1, man. I enjoy Mando Season 1. So yeah, he's cool. Like to finish off that team. Following, Darth Malik. He is also really freaking awesome. I picked up that figure, I think it was the first week, the same week I had started school. He had arrived from Amazon, so I had started my senior year in high school, which is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, the Darth Malik figure is nice. It's not all that it could be. To be fair, the plastic skirt sort of hinders some articulation. I do my best to get it there, but you know, stuff like that just tends to warp over time. And he doesn't have a lot of head articulation, to be fair. That is because of the design of the sort of mask and the collar and everything. But, you know, it's not bad. It could use some accessories like some fists. It's like, it's Sith characters like these, like aggressive characters that you want to get into aggressive poses that you wish you had something more than just the lightsaber. You know, you wish you had some power effects, maybe some fists mainly. But, yeah, he's a nice looking figure, nice looking design. And it's this one, when they say that they interpreted some of the design from like the new game, this one is the Malik look that sort of branches off from the one that I particularly know, because the Malik look that I particularly know has like, it looks very much like the Praetorian Guard, but in the legs, like it still continue, like it doesn't look super much like the Malik that I'm used to. It does look like Malik though. It services the role. So I'm not mad at it. It's a nice figure. And we got Darth Maul, Old Master. I was not expecting this figure to be as good as it is. This is the GameStop exclusive one. It's just really nice, man. It's satisfying. Call me crazy, but I think I prefer this one over the Mandalore Darth Maul. I did throw on the Luke cloak that came with the light cruiser Luke to throw up on here. So it looks really nice, sort of make him sort of rebelsy. I just really love this figure, man. My lightsaber's a little warped. Maybe I could get that fixed one of these good days. I tried heating it up and everything like that, but I just love everything about this one. This one is another hit. That one's a hit. Fives! We finally got Star Wars Black Series 5s. It's very nice on the ARC Trooper body. This one was just destined to be a nice figure. There are some things I don't like about it, like, for example, the little whatever five's little, this dot up here on the helmet. You see that little semicircle that's up there? That is way too small. And the box art interprets a phase 2 expression of fives that you sort of see on Umbara, but this is much more of a phase, I guess 1.5 is what they call it. And it just comes with, just like Jesse, it just comes with less accessories than the previous arcs that we've got. Well, than Echo and Fordo, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it's a really nice looking one, man. And it's so nice to finally have him next to Echo. Look at that. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's sick. So, we're starting to get into the figures I had in the box, or I still have backlogged. I have a pretty huge backlog of figures here, and I will be going over figures in the box just because, like, I'm not going to be going over articulation or anything, just going over my thoughts on them. And you guys will see all of these shelved up before the collection display video. So, this is Darth Malgus. He looks really nice. I've heard some really good stuff about this one. Really excited to crack him open yet. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I will get around to it very soon because the Star Wars collection video for 2023, that's going to be dropping before the Marvel one as it usually does, and that's actually fast approaching, so I got to get this stuff shelved to get it all looking good up there. But yeah, Malgus looks really nice. I do have a space for him saved up. I do know where he's going to go, and I'm just looking forward to getting this one out of the box. And then the Bad Batch Season 2 stuff. I wasn't going to get the Bad Batch Season 2 figures, but, I mean, I had watched Bad Batch Season 2 earlier in the year, just like the rest of us. I didn't really like it that much. I'm not even going to lie. I figured I'd give it a second chance, and while I was giving it that second chance, that's while I was picking up the figures. I had been enabled by my boy Jackson, but no, I did pick up the figures. I picked up Tech, because that was going to be originally the only one I got, and then I picked up the Clone Commander because he was also in stock, and I wanted to get free shipping on him. So Tech here, it's really nice. I do love the head sculpt. I don't think that the hair should be that light, but I could be wrong. Overall, it's just very nice looking, man. Love the colors going on here. Looks really freaking good. So I do love this Tech. The Clone Commando, basic bloke white. Again, I do wish that the Clone Commandos had a larger body in the Black Series line, but it just sort of is what it is. I don't think we're going to get that for a while. It's nice to have him. He's only up here just because I was effing around, just like the Clone Commander Obi-Wan, Clone Commander Obi-Wan, yeah. But yeah, I was just effing around by having those up here. After that, I think I picked up the Echo, Mercenary Gear Echo, I think was next after that. Also really nice, really love this. This one is actually might be my favorite out of all of the Bad Batch Season 2. I just really like this one. And I think that this is also my 400th official Star Wars Black Series figure. Out of like all the stuff that I've gotten, excluding customs and bootlegs, this is my 400th Star Wars Black Series figure, which is funny because the Clone Wars Echo was my 200th Star Wars Black Series figure, and the Bad Batch Echo was very close to being my 300th. But I mean, and yes, if you guys are wondering, I do keep a list. You got to keep track of this stuff. I keep a list of what I sell, what I keep. I know it seems kind of like you keep a list of your stuff, but hey, look, you got to be organized around here, all right? Especially when you got figures running around, walking on the walls and shit. You know, you got to keep track of what you got. So yeah, I really do like this Echo. After that, I think Wrecker I picked up. Wrecker came around the same time as Echo, I believe. And then Hunter was the last one I had to track down. I got him a little while later though. Yeah, got all these guys out of the box. Just haven't shelved them up yet, but I do know where they're at. I'm kind of just losing track of how I did this. I'm just going to try to keep it roughly in order, but now we're just starting to loose cannon it. The Chrysanthemum I got around the same time as the Bad Batch Season 2 stuff. Really happy to have this guy. Looks really freaking good. Yeah, that one looks really nice. Just excited to open him. I can't believe I opened him before the Malgus, but, you know, I was coerced into it. But this is a nice Chrysanthemum, man. I really do like that. Looks really good. Although I wish it had thigh swivel, which is one thing we're going to discuss here soon. We got probably my favorite figure that's come out this year, the Return of the Jedi Final Duel Luke Skywalker. You guys know how much Luke is probably my favorite Jedi. Probably. He's up there. He's easily in top 3. I freaking love Luke. I love the black appearance for Luke. And the Final Duel, like, man, this is exactly how he appeared in the Battlefront game. This is exactly how he appeared in the Battlefront 2015. And I loved Luke in Battlefront 2015. Playing as a Jedi in that game was fun because nobody could really kill you. You couldn't regenerate any health, but honestly, if you were a good player, you could stay alive for the whole game, which I was not. But I did still enjoy playing Luke, and I just love this figure, man. I just love this figure. I don't have enough time to go over, like I would do a whole review on it. I don't have time to go over how much I love it. But if you guys want me to show a testament to you, I picked up a second one even. I freaking love this Luke Skywalker appearance. I'm gonna have one as the centerpiece of the shelf without the. I think I'll have that one have the white flap, and then I have one in the sort of rebel section with just the black there. I love this Luke. The head sculpt could use some work, and the lightsaber on mine actually broke. Here's the broken part of the lightsaber. So the lightsaber I have him with now is just the Luke Skywalker and Grogu set lightsaber. But yeah, I'm really liking this one, and it's also interesting the different shades of green that these lightsabers are, but that's besides the point. I freaking love this Luke, man. It's absolutely epic. After that, I think, what was it? Oh, the final dual Darth Vader came in. I'm just gonna start doing these out of order, damn it. The final dual Darth Vader came in from Amazon. Love this one as well, and that's also the same time I got some of the X-Men 97 figures. I didn't pick up the whole wave, but this figure is freaking awesome. I love this one. Yeah, this one is sick. Look at that. Can't wait to get this one out of the box. I know exactly where he's going to go up onto the shelf as well. Following, I believe that's when I got the Target exclusive. So, we got the Duels End Vader, which is also sick. Look at that. Look at the head sculpt on that guy. Oh my gosh, that's sick. I've seen some people take off the head sculpt and reveal a actual Hayden Christensen head up under there. I'm really looking forward to one day cracking this guy open, and soon cracking this guy open and throwing up onto the shelf. The box has some heft to it too, but this is nice. I love Darth Vader. I know people have been talking about a lot of Darth Vaders nowadays. Look, man, if they made a Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader or a new updated Darth Vader sculpt, which would be kind of lame because we have all these, but if they made a Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader, I'm probably gonna get it. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna get it. I had an idea to make a Darth Vader video, like all the Star Wars Black Series Darth Vader video, or Darth Vaders that we have, besides the ones that I don't have, but I just never got around to it because I never opened these guys. And if you're wondering why I never opened these, I just haven't had a lot of time nowadays, you know, work and school, applying for colleges and everything like that. That's the reason what's causing this backlog. But also with work, I mean, I'm putting in the hours, so I'm buying the figures. I just don't have any time to open them. But yeah, this one is awesome. I love this one. And then, of course, the clone commanders that I got with them. So when I went out for a hunt, I got the Vader, and then I got one Appo. And then the other Appos, no, I think I got two Appos actually. Yeah, when I went out for the hunt, I got Vader and I got two Appos. So here's one of them. The other one I opened, and he's up there by the Anakin. Yeah, you can see him. So yeah, that was pretty sick. Love this guy. The second Appo I got later on in October. I got this one for cheaper. I got this one for like $20 because Target was running like a circle deal, which is like get 20% off one toy. So picked that guy up while I was on a hunt for something else. Before I picked up the Vader and the Appo though, again, as I said, I'm going out of order. I picked up this Starkiller set, which looks freaking awesome. I still haven't opened it yet, of course. But I'm really looking forward to getting this one open if I can. Oh! Okay, all right. Whew. I almost dropped it. I'm trying to get it. Look at that. Look at Starkiller up in there. He's just freaking awesome. He's awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to get this one unboxed. I probably even will get that second Starkiller that's coming in the subsequent wave, just to have another Starkiller to have like different options for. Put him up onto another place up onto the shelf, because I want one Starkiller to go in the centerpiece of my display, but I know that I want another one to, you know, go somewhere else, probably go like towards the Empire section, the part of the era where he actually fits. And then after that, I think what did I get after that? Oh, Jabba. This is the Jabba. So I pre-ordered this all the way back in April off Hasbro Pulse. Shipped around mid-October. Looks really freaking good. Really love this one. Oh, there goes Salacious. Yeah, it's a little bit too expensive though, and I wish it came with the cement slab throne. But I mean, shoot, it is what it is. I do love this though. I think I know where he's gonna go up onto the shelf, but he's far larger than I even anticipated. So Maybe, I don't really know. Oh, and then the last figure I have shelved that I picked up, the Sabine from Ahsoka. As Ahsoka was coming out, you know, I was enjoying it. I was like kind of late to watching some of the episodes of Ahsoka, but then eventually I got rhythm towards the end. And yeah, it was nice. It was a nice, enjoyable series. Though, I gotta say, spoilers, but I wish Sabine would have been punished for risking the fate of the entire galaxy just to save Ezra. Like, you know, like there was just nothing there. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess she did it to save her friend, which is cool, but I was expecting some consequences to happen up in there. Regardless, the figure is fine. I don't like it as much as other people, though, and I'll tell you why. No butterfly joints. That's the main thing that the figure got going against her. No butterfly joints and no thigh swivel. And that's the thing that I've been hearing that Star Wars Black Series figures are going to start, like, phasing out of, is the thigh swivel. And apparently it's to, like, so the ball joints there at the hips will start swiveling more, but no, man, thigh swivel, please. Like, the aesthetics are not that bad. Look, all of these figures have thigh swivel. Okay, some of them it's noticeable. But all these figures have thigh swivel, and it's just, you can't go wrong with the thigh swivel, man. Sure, it maybe breaks up the sculpt a little bit, but nobody has ever complained about thigh swivel. And I don't know. Letting go of these articulation points just to, quote unquote, improve the aesthetic. Sometimes it works, but sometimes I just feel like it's just sort of an excuse to use less pieces to me. But yeah, I do like this Sabine. Have her without the helmet because my Rebels one is with the helmet. But I like that. Okay, returning back down here. Whew. All right, what's next? Shoot, I guess I'm going out of order anyway. So, the Ahsoka, right? Clone Wars Ahsoka. This was my number one anticipated, or my number one most wanted Star Wars Black Series figure for years. I think once we got the Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan, you know, these two, I was like, bro, we need a Clone Wars Ahsoka. But to be fair, not the Ahsoka where she's like barely wearing any clothes and she's still 14. The Ahsoka outfit from season 3 to the one that she got freaking kicked out of the Jedi Order wearing. Yeah, this is a really nice looking figure. Man, just the green on the lightsabers. They didn't make one of the lightsabers less green than the other one, which is weird because they have these different variations of green. And, you know, Ahsoka's, I think it's the shorter lightsaber that's more like yellow-ish, which they didn't include. Like, it'd be nice if it was like even this variation of yellow. But I do like the nice vibrant greens on both lightsabers, so that's pretty freaking sick. It's just a really nice sculpt, man, but I think she also suffers from not having the thigh swivel. To be fair, in this figure, it's not as bad, but, you know, I mean, I just wish they weren't letting go of the thigh swivel. I'm glad that my boy, the final battle Luke, still has the thigh swivel. But yeah, I just wish Ahsoka had it. But this one is awesome. This one is awesome. It's definitely I can't wait to do top 10 at the end of the year. It's gonna be a crucible, but I bet I'm gonna enjoy it. And then yeah, so then around that same time is when I picked up the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. I got 2 of those guys actually. I picked both of them up at GameStop. One of them was a pickup, got that one for cheaper. And then the other one I found in store. You guys can see that price tag. But I was really looking forward to getting this one. So I picked it up regardless. And I'm happy to have it. Happy to have 2 of them. 2 is all that I'm going to need for these guys. One to have unmasked, one to have masked. I'm not building a full-on army like other people. So I'm happy to have 2 of them. Where is the... Okay, all right. I know I've said it several times. I'm going out of order. Because this one I got all the way back in September. But yeah, Ezra Bridger Lothal. Found this one at a Walmart. Really happy to find this is the first of the Ahsoka figures that I got. Really looking forward to open this one up. Put him next to the Old Master Maul. And then around that same time, I went out for a hunt towards the end. I went out for a hunt at like the end of October. Found this General Grievous. Picked him up using a $5 off coupon that I got at GameStop. So I got him for a bit cheaper. And he was also on pro price. So it was like $6 off or $7 off after taxes and everything like that. Really nice looking. If I was to set up my prequel section through like the prequel section in terms of like what happened first and everything. I mean, it sort of has like that sort of chronological effect to it. But if I was setting it up in terms of like really like episode 1 first, then Episode 2, then Clone Wars. This would probably service as my Clone Wars Grievous. And then the original release would be the Revenge of the Sith one. After that, this is the first of the, I guess, the newest wave that I found. This is the R2 that came, oh, damn it, I forgot. This R2 I got all the way back when I got the Darth Vader, or the Sabine. This and the Sabine came in the same package. Really nice, really happy to have a new R2 sculpt. As you guys saw up there by the Luke, I do have the model kit R2, but I'm just happy to have, like, this R2 going on. I'm looking forward to having them. I got both of these. I know it's technically like a re-release into a different package, but I got this one to put besides my prequel characters. I got this one to put with my original trilogy, and then I have the other model kit R2 to put in the sort of sequel Disney section. But yeah, loving that R2 sculpt. I hope to open up those figures soon. I will open up those figures soon and get that going. I think it was around this time that I got R2, finished up the wave, the Ahsoka wave, by getting Omega, the last figure I needed. Found this one at GameStop as well. $24. I paid for this Omega. I'm gonna admit it. I paid full price, which I was a fool because Amazon already has her discounted for like $16. But yeah, no, it was a spur of the moment type thing. All of us collectors suffer from it. Most of us collectors, the undisciplined ones at least. But yeah, loving this one, and to complete off my Bad Batch Season 2 people. So I'm looking forward to getting her open soon. Yeah, this one's going to be awesome. I can't wait to show you guys all these guys up onto the shelf when I make the collection display video. It's going to be sick because this is about, I think this is about like 20 figures I still have inboxed. And then plus the figures I don't have shelved yet, it's probably close to 40 if you include the custom clones that I went over in a video last week. Yeah, so then Omega. And then I believe that GameStop came through and shipped to me the rest of the figures that I needed. And I think that, yeah, I think that this is it. All right, we burned through them all. GameStop shipped the, I bought these 4 off GameStop. So got Vizsla from the Clone Wars. Wish he wasn't on the Mando body. Sorry, not the Mando body. The Death Watch, damn it, what was that guy's name? Jango body. But the figure does look good, and I do like Vizsla, and I also really like the Darksaber that they gave him. Although I gotta say, the TVC version of this figure is better in almost every facet, down to the Darksaber. Like, the Darksaber on the TVC figure has, like, the weird, like, broken glass sort of aesthetic in the white that this figure's Darksaber just doesn't have. And it's also on a far better body than ours. It's on a newer body. I wish that ours was on the Death Watch body, man. I can't even lie. They probably would require more, like, retooling than the Jango body, which is probably the reason why they put it onto the Jango body, but Death Watch body, man. It should have been on the Death Watch body. We got Hu Yang. The paint on Hu Yang is flatter in person than what I was expecting. I've heard it rationalized as a sort of Clone Wars appearance, which I'll probably would put him next to the Clone Wars figures with Ahsoka and all them up in there by the Jedi. But, yeah, I wish that this guy doesn't really match the Ahsoka sort of style in terms of the paint. But I am happy to have Hu Yang, Professor Hu Yang, one of my sister's favorite Star Wars characters. And then up here we got Ahsoka Hera. And I'm doing this video, by the way. It's not just to flex like all that I've gotten. I'm doing this video because somebody had asked, Viz the Chosen One, I believe is his name. He had asked me, like, am I going to do videos on or reviews on, like, all the Star Wars figures that I've missed out on? Because there's been a lot of figures that I've neglected to talk about just because I haven't had the time. And this is that video. So I may not be able to get to reviews to them, but at least if you guys are able to hear my thoughts on them, I guess that's something. This is another figure where I'm telling you guys, they did not include that thigh swivel, which is annoying. Oh, I missed 2 figures. We're going to have to backtrack. Okay, but yeah, they did not include that thigh swivel. It's annoying. But yeah, Harrison Dula. Really freaking epic. I do like this one. I'm going to have this one actually be like more of a Star Wars Squadrons Hera, because I'm keeping my Ahsoka section relatively light. I'm not getting all the Ahsoka stuff. I did not buy Marok, not going to buy Marok. I did not buy Shin. I'm getting Balin, but, I did not buy the Morgan Elsbeth or the HK droid, just because, I mean, I know that it seems like I have a lot of figures here, but trust me, Star Wars has pumped out far more than I could buy in this amount of time. They got plenty of other figures out there, and a lot of them I just don't feel like owning. But I did feel like owning Hera, my favorite Rebels character probably at this point, besides maybe Chopper. And then the MagnaGuard. Sick. This one I still have in box. I have 2 MagnaGuards. This one I got with the GameStop order, and the other one I completely forgot that I had pre-ordered off at Entertainment Earth way back when, and I actually opened that one because there's just no reason for me to keep both in the box. It's plastic-free packaging. Can't even enjoy them. And that time I had like 10 minutes left before I had to leave for work. So yeah, this one is awesome. Look at that, man. Sick. The only thing is that this figure, all right, I will say the shoulder pads on this figure are prone to popping off a lot. And the legs came quite warped. I'm hoping that that's just a result of how they bundle up these figures in the plastic-free packaging. But yeah, the legs were warped as hell on this guy. So what I did was, well, actually, I didn't do anything. But I got him into a more dynamic pose such that the warping on the legs won't look awkward. And, you know, it sort of still services the pose. But be careful. I can't say be careful when you pick this figure up. Just pray that yours doesn't have warped legs like mine did. But yeah, mine's legs were quite warped. Not as bad as some other people's, though. Like, I've seen people's whose legs are basically like freaking slides. Kid slides. All right, and then the 2 figures that I missed. Force Ghost Qui-Gon Jinn. I got this one back at the beginning of October. This guy's awesome. I will say he doesn't come with any accessories, which is lame, especially for the price that he was. But I freaking love Qui-Gon, bro. The only part of, well, one of the few parts of Phantom Menace that I actually enjoy. And yeah, Qui-Gon, he's just my Jedi, man. He's another one of my top 5 favorite Jedi. And also, Liam Neeson, man. Like, do I have to say anything more? And I'm one of those people who enjoys the Force Ghost. I did a whole video on the Force Ghost 3-pack. Because I like the Force Ghost in the Star Wars Black Series line. Sue me. It never made sense to me how they somehow expected Qui-Gon to be a Force Ghost by the end of Kenobi. Because, as far as we knew, Qui-Gon had not been able to achieve Force Ghostery. But apparently in the, I was researching it a little bit, and apparently in the Certain Point of View book, he had been able to manifest himself visually to Obi-Wan at one point. So I guess maybe even in the afterlife after death, he achieved the ability to appear as a Force Ghost. So, all right, that's cool. I was glad to see Liam Neeson at the end, though. I just wish that, I guess it was serviceable. I just wish that he was in it more. And then we have the Jedi Legend appearance for Kenobi. Yeah, I like this guy. Again, main attachment to it, Mythos Obi-Wan from back in the sideshow Mythos Obi-Wan. But I'm not gonna lie, this figure looks really nice. All the promo shots I saw of it looked really good. Some people were saying it could be like a step to making Revenge of the Sith, a new Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan body. Yeah, I will say that, because one thing I like about this figure is that it has separate boots from the other Obi-Wans in the Kenobi line. Like, the Kenobi line has, like, what, 4 Obi-Wans, 5 Obi-Wans? This one is probably the best. Just because I don't like the freaking boots that Obi-Wan was wearing on those other figures. It's the reason why I haven't picked up the Jabim Obi-Wan. And also the head sculpt on this one looks really freaking good. They got some good Ewan McGregor head sculpts. But yeah, I'm loving this guy. I wish he had a backpack. But then again, I will just probably take, like, a Jedi Patrol backpack, maybe pop it on him. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, and I think around, at some point, I picked up another, you guys see, okay, that Stormtrooper back there. I picked up another Rocket Patrol Stormtrooper on clearance for like $10 or something like that. But yeah, so there you go. You guys are caught up with my Star Wars Black Series journey over the past few months. Marvel Legends, you guys are more or less in the loop. The only thing that you guys don't know is that I got 4 figures of the X-Men 97 wave. I got the Logan, I got the Rogue. People have been dogging on this Rogue head sculpt. I think it looks absolutely phenomenal. I love that. So I got the Logan, the Rogue, the Bishop. I got out of box, and my favorite one so far, the Storm. The Storm, I threw up on the, what do you call it? what is this thing? Oh, I threw on her the VHS head onto the Storm body. Just because I like it so much better. And look at how that looks, man. That's pretty freaking sick. Woo! But all right. So yeah, that's everything I got going on. I got to get all these figures back up shelved and everything like that. Got to open up these figures that I haven't gotten to yet. But I just wanted to catch you guys. Oh, damn it. I forgot about what I picked up today. I got the Biker Scout on an Amazon sale. Amazon is running early Black Friday deals. And then I got the Magistrate Grief Karga also for like $15 over the past couple days. And then I picked up Luthen Rail also on an Amazon sale. Those aren't new figures though. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will get around to opening these guys up. The next few videos probably are going to be Marvel Legends videos though, because if you guys checked my community post, you know that I picked up the Marvel Legends Sandman from Amazon. He has shipped from Amazon. So the rest of them should be quick to follow suit, hopefully. And it's a good sign that maybe I will have these guys up for the collection video. But I will do a separate Spider-Man No Way Home video on these figures. Because as you guys well know, when the Spider-Man No Way Home wave dropped a few years ago, I actually didn't do a video on them. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that open. And yeah, looking forward to getting these guys back up shelves. Tell me, out of all these figures that I just showed y'all, the recent figures, Star Wars figures that y'all have picked up, what have been your favorites? If I was to narrow down, I feel like the top 10 this year is going to come down to this guy. These two for sure. Yeah, these two for sure. Shit. This Darth Vader might be on it. This Darth Vader might be on it. The R2, most likely. Old Master Maul, Bastila Shan. There's a lot of freaking good figures. And I love this new clone body. I haven't said it yet, but I love this new clone body. You guys know I've always supported the 2020 version of the clone. But I gotta admit, the larger shoulder pads, the unmasked helmet sculpts that are actually painted, the knee pads. This is stuff I didn't think was a big deal up until you actually have it and you realize how much of a difference it makes. It's freaking sick. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've said that like 5 times. Tell me your favorite figures that you've picked up this year. You know, did you guys enjoy Ahsoka? How did you guys feel about that? What are your all's thoughts on that? What are your most wanted Star Wars Black Series figures? And I hope to see you all next time. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. And although I'm leaving, the Force will be with you always.